Hi YouTube world. This is my first review ever, and I love watching YouTube reviews. They're one of my things before I purchase something I really enjoy doing, and I'm thankful for people that do reviews because it lets you have a little bit of first-hand knowledge of how a product reacts or responds or anything like that before you buy the product. So I just want to let you know these are my personal opinions, nobody else's opinions. And I'm a mother of two boys. I'd like to say I'm an active person. I like to be outside, like to be doing things. Not as active as I would like to, but we go hiking, we go fishing, camping, riding bikes, going for walks, gardening. Everything my husband and I do, our boys do. So we kind of have the philosophy that we get down and dirty with them. If they want to dig in the mud, we go dig in the mud with them. So that's a little bit of my background. The review that I'm going to do is on Groove Life rings. Pretty popular if you're on Facebook. They have a lot of Facebook advertisements. And so the reason behind looking into a silicone ring for me and my husband, first for him, he tore ligaments in his middle knuckle area here, and so therefore once his finger healed, the knuckle was so big that he couldn't get a ring back on. And so Groove Life, or a silicone ring, was the idea that we looked into, was that it could stretch over that knuckle and it could not be too big, not be too bulky like a normal ring would to get over that knuckle, but the silicone stretches over the knuckle and then it fits his finger just fine. Both him and I, we both tried competitors' rings to Groove Life. I'm not going to disclose who those competitors were. I've tried 2 others. He's tried 1 other. You can watch videos for yourself and decide what you want to try. I know everyone's opinions are different. My comfort level may be different than someone else's. So I don't want to promote one thing over another, but just give you my personal opinion on how I like Groove ring, why I like Groove ring, that kind of thing. So each ring comes in a black envelope, which is kind of cool, different than others. And then each ring comes in its own individualized tin. You get a tin with a ring, you get a Groove Life sticker, and then some of the rings now come with a little card talking about their warranty. Inside the tin, when you open it up, it's kind of cool. There's a little cutout where the ring fits in. If you have a metal ring that you're going for a hike or going to the gym and you just want to wear this for that specific occasion, you can put your other ring in there, close it up, put it in your bag, put it on your dresser. If you don't have a jewelry box, it's a way to keep up with your other ring. So each ring comes that way. If you order 4 rings, you're going to get 4 tins. You'll have a way to keep up with them. So that's kind of a neat little idea. My husband and I first ordered the Midnight Black, and I think it's called Raspberry Red rings. We ordered the same. They don't have my size in the original, which is a thicker band. Hey Groove, if you ever want to try that out, I would love it. So I had to order the thin band, which is, they cater more toward women, and the original caters more toward men, but men can wear both. But anyways, we ordered the same so we would match, and both of us have worn the Midnight Black and Raspberry Red for a month. Now what's different about Groove, what they promote, first of all, is a comfort fit band, which I love. My wedding band is comfort fit, and I have really liked that. I never knew there was such a thing till we got those. But anyways, and they also have little grooves on the inside, infinity rings I think they call them, with their name Groove. Oops. And what that allows for is moisture to go in and out. So like normal rings, sometimes moisture gets caught and you get a ring impression in there. That is supposed to not be the case with Groove. One of the reasons I think I told you why my husband, but one of the reasons why I wanted to try the silicone band was in the summer my fingers sweat really bad and they swell. When I was pregnant, I sure would have loved one of these. I didn't know about them then, but they swell so bad that I have to take rings off generally. But with this silicone band, it allows for stretch, and then it goes right back to its original size. So I honestly don't feel it when my fingers, we just went on a hike not too long ago, my fingers sweated. I didn't even realize I had a ring on, and that normally is not the case for me. Normally I have trouble with that. So like I said, they have grooves on the inside to let the moisture in and out. All the rings come that way. Some are two-toned, some aren't, but you don't honestly see the inside of the ring, even if it's a different color when you're wearing it. You don't see it at all. One day I hope to try their copper ring and not replace, but to wear sometimes instead of my gold wedding band. I don't ever hardly take that off, so that would be a major switch for me. Not sure if I would do it or not, but I like the idea, so we'll see one day if that happens. Now, recently I got one of their patterned rings, which I have on. You probably don't see very good right now, but the patterned ring, and I like it. The only difference I can tell between the patterned ring and the original silicone rings is that the patterned ring feels a little bit more rigid. Not bad, just a little bit more rigid. You can kind of feel the pattern on there. It's not quite as smooth as the original, but you don't really notice that when it's on. Let's see, what else can I say? I really like it. Like I said, I've tried other competitors, and you know, they're okay, but so far I've not had any blisters with this. Wore the Midnight Black for a solid month and did not take it off. Not for showering, not for anything, and I really liked it. The only thing that I can say maybe negatory toward their rings. Now, my husband's rings, when they came in, his Midnight Black one was not like mine. I don't know if it's the thin fit that makes a difference or what. Like I said, they didn't have the original in my size. But when I got it, there was a ring around one side of it, kind of like maybe in production where they got pulled apart. So you could see that ring. And I also had a little pit, dimple, whatever you want to call it, like where maybe they pulled it apart and some of the silicone came with it. It had a little silicone tag attached there. That has fallen off, but the pit is still there. It's gotten a little bit bigger over the month's time. I'm not sure if that will affect the usage of the ring later on or if it'll fall apart. That I don't know. I did contact Groove over it, and they do have good customer service. I have contacted them and asked multiple questions. The answer I got about the little ring around the outside of it, and I took a picture of the little dimple, if you want to call it, or tear, was that those things are normal. Not sure if that's really the case. Like I said, my husband's ring did not have any of those issues. It didn't have the ring around the outside. It didn't have a little tear in the dimple. For the price, I don't think that should have been the case. The two competitor brands that I tried were cheaper, and they didn't come that way. There wasn't any little flaws in them. But according to Groove, that's normal, and over time, it wears away. We'll see. All the other times I contacted customer service, they were great. Now, their warranty that they have is basically, they call it a no BS warranty. If you break it, lose it, it stretches, it rips, tears, they'll replace it, which is a pretty good warranty. I think even if you happen to lose it, if I remember reading right on their website, that they will replace it. You just have to pay shipping. So that's a pretty good warranty. Nobody else has one similar. And their website is www.groovelife.com. They are in Tennessee. They make them and do everything in Tennessee, which is kind of pretty cool. I've not far from Tennessee, stayed over or two, and shipping seems to be pretty fast with that. So the pricing on the ring is $29.95 or $99, I can't remember, for the solid rings. And that's a pretty good price if it doesn't come with a little flaw. And the pattern rings start at $34.95. You can also get some different engravings on them and personalize them a little bit, which is pretty cool. And I think that's an additional like $9.95 or $9.99 plus shipping and tax on all of that. So pretty comparable to their competitors. And like I said, in no way did Groove give me any of this in exchange for a review or ask me to do a review or anything like that. They do have a pretty cool thing on their Facebook page where you can go and get a answer some questions on their live feed and get a free ring. So I think I mentioned that earlier. If I didn't, I'm going to mention that again, because if you want to try them out, that's a cool way maybe to win a free ring and give them a try before you purchase another one. So again, go to their Facebook page, like them if you want. If you don't, that's okay too. That's my review. Let me know if you want me to do a review on how well the pattern holds up over time. They do mention that that's something that, you know, can wear off, and I'm tough and rough on my stuff, so I'm a good example. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, and if you want to like it, like it. If you don't, that's fine too. Have a good day.